Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I want to talk about three keywords: asylum seekers, Rwanda, and UK. Recently, the UK has approved a bill through which all asylum seekers that are going to the UK after uh, January are supposed to be deported, or rather, not deported. I think that's the wrong term to use, but are supposed to be sent to Rwanda because the reason behind the Prime Minister is claiming that they are trying to discourage people to illegally come to the UK. But I don't know. When this bill was proposed, it faced a lot of opposition from the international community and also in the UK. Even the Supreme Court itself of UK ruled against it. But yeah, politics being politics, finally they managed to pass it. But now, the shipment of people, the first flight to Rwanda, it's yet to take off. The other time when it almost took off, it was grounded. As I said, there were a lot of opposition. But my question right now is, maybe you want to know the background of the story. People are crossing to the UK to look for greener pastures. Some of the people are going to seek asylums, maybe political asylums. They are political refugees. Some people are just looking for greener pastures, as I said. Then the UK now is trying to move those people because, of course, this is in the national politics. They have their own population to take care of, and they can't be also willing to keep on taking people who are crossing to their country. But now my question is it what is really causing the immigration, as you think? And now that is frustrating the UK, what is really causing the immigration? So after a further analysis, I discovered that there are quite a number of reasons why people can go to the UK. One, they're looking for better working conditions, or rather for a paying job. Two, maybe seeking healthy facilities. Three, we have maybe weather, climate change issues. People are also, trying to find a safe haven. Five, political issues, political issues. So you find that maybe someone has been an activist and things are getting worse in Africa or whichever country they're coming from, and they end up being in the UK seeking asylum. But now, let's talk about my main issues about political and economic reasons. Have you ever thought of what is causing issues in Africa? For me, I want to take this from a realistic point of view, because from suppose someone is coming from Africa, let's say Uganda, Zimbabwe, Kenya, or something else. Okay, let me use an example of Uganda or Zimbabwe. Things are not well. There is a lot of upheavals in the country. But if you check closely, that those upheavals still, they are coming from the West. They are the ones who are causing them. One, they started from them colonizing us. They left our economies not in a stable condition. Two, even after leaving, the Western countries never left. They are still here and they are still interfering with our national politics. So you find out that now, because of maybe sanctions and everything, the government is underperforming. And because the government is underperforming, they are the ones also who are now fueling all these protests and activism and everything, and they are funding them. Then when the government chooses to retaliate, now someone is running to the UK, But when they run there now, UK is also getting tired of us, and they are now trying to send them, let's say, to Rwanda. And I was thinking like, okay, now what is the issue? Or rather, I don't want to take this as my words, but what is the disadvantage of Rwanda? Rwanda is known with its own issues about human rights and no much of political freedom. So, one of the most fears, suppose someone is really a political refugee and they are seeking asylums, then they find themselves in Rwanda. What is the assurance that this person is not going to be sent back to their country, which it threatens their life and which is against international law from all clauses, from all instruments of international law? What is the guarantee that this person is safe? Of course, they claim that, the UK claims that they've signed in agreement with the Rwandese government. But once these guys are in Rwanda, Rwanda has they have their territorial sovereignty. There's this concept of non-interference and everything. So what gives us assurance that Rwanda is going to stick to the word, because and I will remember very well in the past, British, not even in the past, some time ago, not even far away from 2024, or yeah, UK was one of the countries that were accusing or criticizing Rwanda of its lack of human rights and everything. So now, why are they choosing to send people to Rwanda? Which makes me think that these countries, which claims to be, the watchdogs of the world, or world politics, or rather prefects of the world politics, honestly, they don't care about anyone. But what they care is what are they gaining? What is it? What is in for them? Because by then it was not affecting them. They were criticizing Rwanda, but now because they want to send people to Rwanda, it has become a safe haven for refugees or for asylum seekers. So for me, I find this very, very weird, because also it means these people in Rwanda, they are not going to have their political freedom, because honestly, the way Rwanda is so strict against protesters and everything, they have this political thing in their blood. And it means even sending them to Rwanda, if they are meant to be activists, you cannot stop them. And now once they try to do that in the camp or whatever, wherever they are going to be sent, it simply means they are going to be in more danger, or they are going to be deported, or they are going to have threats of being deported. So they are going to be quiet. And what guarantees you that their countries, they won't be able to easily access them in Rwanda? So this is the whole concept, and I find it very, very tricky. And I just hope this thing is not going to continue as planned, because once that passes, I feel so much of pity to those people who are to be deported to Rwanda. Tell me what you think, Africans. Do you think this is a good move? And if you think so, what are the reasons? And do you think this is a bad move? If you think so, what are the reasons? And another question is, what is in it for Rwanda? Like, why did they choose? Of course, we all know that there is some support funds that are going to be sent, and maybe also some packaging that is coming along with the asylum seekers. So I just hope that this is not only about them getting money, but also making sure that the human dignity is protected. The human dignity is protected. So, yeah, that's what I can say for now. And as it unfolds, we are going to keep on discussing more and more of the topic. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment, and hit the bell button, so that every time after you subscribe, every time when I post anything, you will be the first person to be notified. I would really appreciate your comment. I would really appreciate your contribution to this, And if you think you have some topics that you want us to discuss, please, you are welcome to the channel. Let's do this together, and let's make Africa great. Thank you.